This week I'm going to look at cleaning the chain and lubricating the chain. It's an easy thing to do, but you do need the right tools. So I'm going to kick off with just some of the things that I've bought in order to do this task. Just to let you know, this is the first time I've ever done this. I've never cleaned the chain on a bike before. So, you know, bear with me, but we're going to go through the process. So the first thing we're going to just check off is some of the things that we need to ensure that we do this safely and ensure that we do a thorough job. So the first thing we're going to look at are the tools that we need for cleaning a chain and lubricating it. So the first thing I realized I needed was some bobbins. Bobbins are the things that go on the back of on the swing arm here at the back of on the back wheel. The next thing I needed to buy was a rear wheel paddock stand. Okay, so this is the rear wheel paddock stand, and this is the thing that I'm going to put together for the very first time so that it hooks under the bobbins so that we can hoist the back of the bike up. And there is a safe way of doing that also if you're working on your own. If there's two of you, you know, if you've got somebody to help you to hoist the bike up when you use the paddock stand, that's absolutely brilliant. But if you're anything like me, most of the time you're doing these things, you're doing it on your own. So we'll look at a safe way of doing that so that we don't damage the bike and that we can stay in control. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bobbins on the back of the bike on these swing arms either side. So that's the first thing. And then the next thing I'll do is put that stand together. So if you just bear with me, we'll do that really quite rapidly and then we'll get on to the next process. So here are the bobbins. Okay, for the Suzuki SV650, you need, just in case I couldn't find this anywhere, but I checked with the dealer, that they need to be 8mm bolts. Okay, they come in 6, I think, 8 and 10 for different types of bikes. This particular bike is 8M or 8mm bolts. So make sure that you get the 8mm ones. All you need is an Allen key that fits the end of the bolt and we should be away. So we'll just put those on now. So they go on the back of the bike just here. So I'm going to put this wood underneath the stand to get the bike as vertical as possible, but still slightly leaning to the left. And now I hope to be able to get this stand underneath those bobbins, which it is. And I'm just going to push down as per instructions. So here we go. Just lever it down and there we are. There we have it. The bike is now on the back stand and very safe. I'm going to leave the side stand down so I don't forget when I go to put the bike back down, I'm not going to have to remember. So it's really important to leave the side stand down because when I put the bike down on its tyre, it will need that side stand down to lean against. So bobbins, a stand, then obviously you need a cleaner. Now the cleaner, in this case, I've actually got this one, it's got the cleaner and it's also got the lubricant. And the other thing which comes in with this particular pack, but you can buy them separately, is a chain brush. Okay, so a chain brush is really handy. As you can see, there's bristles on 3 sides of that brush and there's also a brush at the very end. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this guard off here so I can actually see the chain inside here as well, so that I can make sure that's all clean as well. So just making sure that all the parameters of where the chain is, it's all clean and all lubricated by the end of this maintenance. So just by removing 3 bolts with an Allen key, you can see now I've got access to this area here, which I can make sure that's all nice and clean as well. And also the guard as well, I'll make sure that's all nice and clean as well before I put it back. So I think we're ready to go. So I think the first thing is to start with the cleaner. Now the other thing I've done is I've actually got an old paint tray here that I'm going to just put underneath, just to stop any of the dripping and so on that goes onto the floor. And obviously I'll put some cardboard down as well, which makes life just a little bit easier afterwards when I'm cleaning up after myself. First of all, I'm just going to spray and rotate the chain so it's all got the cleaner on. Just leave that on to soak in for 10 minutes. Straightforward. Same again on the top. Also going to do the back cog area. Just going to give it another spray. Now I'm going to leave that on for about 10 minutes and then wipe it down with a bit of rag. Then we'll start on the lubricant. So now that the chain is all dry, I'm going to now spray it with lubricant. And once I put the lubricant on, it needs to be left on for about 2 hours. And that's so that this particular lubricant, it doesn't then, when you go for a ride, it's not going to just splatter everywhere. It should adhere to the chain, and that should be great. So yes, that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to get the lubricant. There you go. Oh yeah. But yeah, that's it basically, all nicely lubricated. Shouldn't have any issues now with the chain. I'm just going to spray it on the outside as well, just to make sure it's completely goes through. So I'm just going to spray it here as well. So now we know that chain is completely lubricated, which is fantastic. As you can see, the chain and the sprocket is really nice and clean and nicely lubricated. So doing a little bit on a regular basis, cleaning the chain, I think that's the secret to this. Don't let it get into such a state that it's a big clean every time. Just do it regularly, small and often, and you should keep a chain in a very good condition, and it'll really help with the time that it will, wear and tear. There's always wear and tear on any moving parts on any vehicle, and the motorbike is no exception. So just make sure that you've done it properly. I will do a better job next time, I think, but that was my first attempt. So there we have it, a chain all cleaned and lubricated, all ready to go for the autumn and winter months here in New Zealand. So I'm feeling a lot happier about that. So thank you for watching the video. If you would like to give it a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. There'll be more videos like this coming through, but also a lot more videos with me touring around New Zealand. which I'm really excited about. So I'll be bringing those videos to you as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye for now.